Hello, everyone, and welcome back to AzureCloudToday. If you're managing iPhones with Microsoft Intune, then the very first policy you should build is a compliance policy. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to create a compliance policy and why is it needed. I'll show you the concepts first in short, then we'll go straight into the Intune Admin Center and build it together. So, what is compliance policy? A compliance policy is a rule book. And over here, the IT admin writes these rules, and Intune then checks these rules against every enrolled device in Microsoft Intune. If these checks pass against the device, then device is marked as compliant in green, or else it's marked as non-compliant in red. Example, if you write a compliance policy stating jailbroken devices are prohibited, then if a user jailbreaks the device, then in the next check, the device is automatically marked as non-compliant as the compliance rule that we wrote over here is broken and the status of that is visible in the Intune admin center. If you want to know more about compliance policy in detail, then please click on the card attached on the top right of this video. On its own, compliance policy generally only does the flagging part, which is marking the device either as compliant or non-compliant. However, if it's combined with conditional access policy, then this becomes a powerful combination. Hence, it is very important for us to know how to create a compliance policy from scratch. Today, we would be creating a compliance policy baseline and would be looking at three compliance policy, which are jailbreak detection, minimum OS requirement, and if the device has any passcode set. The first compliance policy would check if the device is jailbroken or not. If the device is jailbroken, then the device would be marked as non-compliant. Second is the minimum OS requirement. Companies would require their device to be of up-to-date version as most of the security bugs might be solved in the latest release. Hence, many companies do enforce this. Third one is to check if the device has any passcode. At this moment of time, I would like to keep these settings light so that we do not overcomplicate this. And these three policies also make a perfect baseline policy for iOS devices enrolled into Microsoft Intune. Now we are in the Intune Admin Center to create this policy from scratch. To do that, let's go to Devices over here. Let's select a platform. So currently we are only focused on the iOS part. So let's click on Apple Mobile over here. Over here, let's click on Compliance Policy since we are going to create a compliance policy. Let's click on Create Policy over here. The platform is already selected because we selected Apple Mobile over here. Okay, let's click on Create. Let's give this a meaningful name, something like this, iOS Baseline Compliance for all users. Let's also give it a valid description, something like this. Baseline compliance policy for iOS, iPadOS, bring your own device, enrolled via company portal, which checks the device health, minimum supported OS, and that a passcode is set. Passcode strength is enforced separately by a configuration profile, which we would be covering in the later video. Let's click on Next over here. Over here, we see 5 fields for now. Now let's expand the device health blade, and for jailbroken devices, let's select block over here. Now, the next policy that we were focused on was the minimum OS version. So let's go over here and let's give it a version of 25.0. Now let's expand the system security blade and require a passcode to unlock mobile devices. Let's just set this as required over here. At this moment of time, we would not be selecting any of these settings because we want the baseline policy to be lean. Okay, let's click on Next over here. We would only be selecting the default one, which is mark device compliant, which is immediately. So if any of these checks fail, then the device will be immediately marked as non-compliant. Let's click on next. Let's select a group. You can also do add all users over here, but over here I will be selecting a group. So I have already created a group called all iOS user, which has my user which is licensed. So let's select it. If you see, it's showing up that one user is part of this group. Let's click on next. Let's review the compliance policy that we created. Okay, just three things: jailbreak detection, minimum OS, and that the device must have a passcode. Okay, assignment group is also present over here. We are happy with this, so let's go ahead and click on create. Now let's click on the device blade again. Let's click on the platform and then click on compliance over here and then click on refresh. We can successfully see that our compliance policy is now created. If I go inside it, we would not be able to see any devices over here because sometimes the device can take up to 8 hours to receive a compliance policy. So if your compliance policy has not applied immediately, then just give it some time and it will be applied soon enough. So if you have recently joined a small organization as an IT administrator and you do not know where to start from and your organization has asked you to build a compliance policy, then this is exactly the video where you can refer and create a baseline compliance policy to be enforced in your organization as a starting point. All you would need is a Intune license, a security group where this policy would be enforced, and third is an iPhone to test these policies out first before you enroll it to the wider team. We just built a real working iOS compliance policy. 3 rules, 1 assignment group, ready to evaluate every iPhone enrolled in your tenant. Now, these compliance policies are evaluated against these enrolled devices to check if it's compliant or not. So, if you have a bunch of devices already enrolled into Microsoft Intune, then some of those devices might be compliant and some might not be compliant. So, do you think that my enrolled iPhone will be compliant with the policy we just built? The answer to that is most likely yes. In the next video, we'll see how to check the device compliance report so that we can validate that the device is actually secure. And in the next video, we'll create a configuration profile to push the device security even higher. If you found this video helpful, then please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you at my earliest. Thank you and have a wonderful day.